In October 2020, the National Economic Council (NEC) agreed to establish the judicial panel in the 26th state of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja, to investigate cases of police brutality in the country. The decision was announced during the Endsars protest when Nigerian youths took to the streets in different parts of the country to call for the disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS). However, the protest was peaceful and forged a sense of oneness in the hearts and minds of many Nigerians from all walks of life and ethnic regional background. They were armed only with their conscience and patriotism, as their only weapons were their ideas, their slogans, songs, and carrying of placards all over the streets of the country. The Endsars protest brought together people who did not know each other before the protest, and they stood together, sat together, ate together, marched together, and even shared hopes of a better Nigeria in their hearts, mind, and through their actions. At the press conference today, which was tagged Justice Now for Endsars, justice delayed is justice denied, Ayoyinka Oni, one of the activists, aired his view on this.
Our demands remain the same, and we shall continue to demand for it. 1. Recognition of brutal killings and public apology by the government. You're not going to solve this problem by keep on gaslighting or lying or avoiding it, or saying there was no killing, or saying it was two, later it was none. It is a shame on adults that our government today, they are not children, they are not kids, of course. They are adults lying blatantly, on various media houses. It has been established by a government institute panel that beyond all reasonable doubt, there was a massacre of harmless citizens on 2010-2020. I want to ask you, did you set up the panel? None of us set up the panel. The panel was set up by who? The government. So if a government set up a panel and the panel find them guilty, it shows very, very, and they are still saying they are not guilty. It shows how funny and irresponsible they are. Very irresponsible. And the panel members all stand by their word. None of them have come out and said we made any mistake. They said they did their findings, proper investigation, almost a year, and they brought out all the evidences.
In addressing the journalists at the press conference, some of the victims of the Endsars showed the press their wounded leg. Olalekan Falaye showed his legs that have been amputated as a result of wounds sustained during the Endsars protest. Sanusi Olamilekan, who was also shot on his thigh, and Ndefreke Sunday Ibano, mother to late Victor Sunday Ibano, was sobbing while narrating how her first son was killed in the protest.
We want them to end police brutality. The people that died, I was shot at the gate. So they can't tell me that nobody died. People died, people were carried away. So where did they bury those corpses? And all the panel recommendations, as I am since that very time, I lost my means of livelihood when the Lekki massacre occurred. And up to now, the government is still denying that we need the panel recommendations to be met. We want justice. We need to be compensated. The people that died, they should reach out to their family members. People are still crying up till now. The people that lost their children without not even seeing them. Seeing your children after they are dead, like you were able to bury them, that's another thing. And somehow, so many people vanish away just like that.
I want the federal government to follow up the panel report and the recommendation that is there. They should follow it up and let justice be served to the victims of the Endsars Lekki Toll Gate massacre.
The lawyer to the Endsars victim, Shino Ogunlano, also has this to say.
About 2 years ago that October 2020 happened. But of course, as all of us knew, October 2020 was the last day of the real Endsars struggle, or the things that happened after October 2020, which has been ascribed to the Endsars movement and their protests. They are all fallacy. The destruction, the rampage, the intifada, that is the uprising, were not caused by Endsars movement people. You remember that it was at that time that several COVID-19 palliatives that had been warehoused and secreted away from the Nigerian people, needless saying, were discovered. And this aggravated the injured feelings of our people. So we must always try to get the narrative clear and not allow people to put an unfair burden of accountability on our back. Endsars was rudely, abruptly, militarily stopped.
The Lekki Tollgate massacre symbolizes the tragedy of state violence against innocent young Nigerians fighting for their country with flags and the national anthem as their only tool. It is a symbol of a direct assault on the aspiration of young Nigerians for a better country.